Yep, we're recording. Good morning. It's 5:50 on the 12th of June. It's a Monday. Temperature is 51 degrees. Wow. Nothing on the two cellular game cameras that are turned on. The other one's off until the 27th. I did erase the chip. It had 2,300 images on it. I don't know how many had not been uploaded. There was some old stuff going back to December. Some pictures of me driving by on the snow sled. And I don't know how it differentiates between what's been uploaded and what's not been uploaded. Anyway, mosquitoes are out. I'm getting buzzed already. Haven't checked to see if the blade to the mower is zero turn or out for delivery yet. Had the pressure washer out yesterday to clean up the tractor. And washed it off on Saturday after helping Kevin White out. And then he's getting ready to leave. I'd gone over there to see how he was doing. He was leaving early in the day because he had to meet somebody back at home. So I went over there as he was packing things up. He said he's going to be leaving within 20 minutes. I get back to the house. So as soon as I get back to the house, he calls up saying he's stuck. So pulled the tractor out, went back over there. I was surprised the tractor pulled him and the trailer out. Had to pull him all the way from his building, which is, I guess 200 feet in, out to the road. And where he'd been going in and out was a real mess, so I pulled out on the north side where I had been going in and out with the tractor, and I almost got stuck. She was digging down. I got the big agricultural tires on the back of the tractor, not turf tires. So she dug in. I kept giving it the onions, and we got her out. Then I put it in third gear after we disconnected, and I ran up and down the road 300 or 400 feet to get most of the mud off. That's where he'd been going in and out. And the last trip out, me and the tractor pulling him, came out this way, and you could see both of us sunken pretty good. But we got her out. This is the mud coming off the tractor tires. Come on, bud. So, pressure washed it. And I'd made the mistake on Saturday of not moving it to get the mud off the bottom of the tires. So I moved the tractor, pressure washed it more, and still didn't get it all off. So it's in the barn drying out. And happens. The inside of the cab has got mud all over it, so I'll wait till that all dries out. And that's from just me just walking on the mud, getting in the cab. I'll vacuum her out, clean her up. I had pressure washed the windows. I was getting the mud off the tires, was shooting mud all over everything. I actually got it on the doghouse door and surrounding vinyl siding and washed that off. My ankle got worse and worse yesterday from when his dog blindsided me. The crazy dog ran up behind me full speed and took out my left leg and jammed my ankle. I thought it was sprained. I was in serious pain. I had taken to a leave, and I'm sitting in the living room watching NASCAR, and the pain was just getting worse and worse. So I'm not a big topical rub guy, but Rita had some Salon Pas, some other stuff she believes in. So she was kind enough to put that on my ankle, and I guess combination of believe and that stuff, within an hour, well, 45 minutes, had the pain manageable. And then she had dinner, and I hobbled over to the table to eat. She was going to put it in a bowl and have me sit on the couch, but I didn't want to do that. So I had dinner. Flynn hadn't taken care of business yesterday morning, and we hadn't had him out because of my ankle. So I took him for a walk, and he took care of business. I was surprised that the ankle wasn't giving me a lot of pain. I still have to baby it. Still tender. This is where I turned around with the tractor, so I don't know how many feet that is. 300 feet. So he says he's not coming back up with his trailer until Tom's got bells in the driveway. Tom's got to get in there and rip out a bunch of stumps. Tom uses the bury hole technique with stumps. He digs a deep hole and then throws the stumps in there and covers it over. Now over time those stumps are going to rot away and cause a sinkhole. I had that in New Jersey under my driveway, which was a gravel driveway at the time they did it. They buried a bunch of logs, and I didn't know that. So I had a sinkhole, filled it in with gravel and hot top or macadam, whatever you want to call it. It was fine for a while, and a couple of years later, did the same thing, but worse. Filled it in again. A couple of years later, did it again. This time I dug up what was in the ground, and there were some big logs down there. And I've been down there for what, 25 years or more, and ended up putting it on the side of the driveway. Tried out there, and a couple of years later I cut it up and burned it for firewood. It was good firewood. But after that, the driveway didn't have a sinkhole anymore. But I've got two places on my property, on our property I should say, rear of mine, that Tom used the sinkhole, or the buried hole technique. One is to the west of the barn, and one is to the west of the septic system. I'll be dead before they start causing sinkholes, and they're out of the way, so it doesn't matter. Another beautiful day in Maine. We have to go to town. Rita's got an appointment, so 10 o'clock we have to be in town. So we have to leave the house at 9:40 or 9:15. I don't know if I focused on the barn too much. The two trails are outside, and the little black cart I tore it behind. Oh, go behind any of the vehicles, ATVs, John Deere, Gator, whatever, and the brush hog attachment is still out there. So after we get back from Lincoln, I'll clean up the mess I made, get the brush hog back on the tractor. Where stuff is growing up. I'm surprised somebody hasn't made a better trail through here since the California people have blocked the trail on Tar Ridge. Come on, Flynn. Mosquitoes bad. I made some progress with that computer that I thought was just a monitor. Yesterday when I turned it on, the login screen had administrator in addition to my name and the previous owner who is deceased. So I logged in as administrator, changed my account to be administrator, and verified I could do things as administrator. And then last night I wiped out the previous owner's data, and I'm thinking about just selling it. It's a nice computer for somebody who doesn't want tremendous speed, but wants a nice display and DVD, USB 3, HDMI, and that kind of stuff. That's what they call an all-in-one. Wi-Fi, Ethernet, Bluetooth. 4 USB ports, 1 HDMI port, built-in speakers. and audio jack if you want to listen with headphones. Then where are we going? Boy, the mosquitoes. I don't know why they target your ears. Flynn, come on, in the house. Come. Come, in the house. Not much of a breeze. You can't see any leaves really moving. It'd be a good morning to fly the drone. It's amazing when you fly the drone. It's white, case is white, propellers are white. It's amazing when you get back and you got bug juice all over the blades and the body of the drone. When it slices out bugs as it's flying through the air. But John. 12th of June. I did take the razor off for a little bit longer of a ride and got up to a higher speed than I'd done test driving it down by Richards. And she was fine going down the hill. I got up the gas. She started to slow down because it has engine braking, but if you let the engine slow down enough, she starts to freewheel, which is what she did, so it was good. Then every time we stop, I'm getting killed by mosquitoes. Come on. Boy, they're persistent. Flynn. Boy. Flynn, come. In the house. Come. If you follow this channel, you probably already saw that I posted a video. It wasn't a great video of me pulling Kevin out. I was concerned that I had tension on the cable, but as he rolled over tree stumps, he would roll forward and let the tension up on the cable, and then as the tractor pulled up tension again, she would strain the drive system. When I got home, I noticed there was hydraulic fluid leaking from the 4 attachment points on the front right side. The bucket. Ow. When I put the bucket on, even though I tried releasing the pressure in the lines, something happens that the lines are still pressurized and you can't get them back on. So I have to unscrew the connector from the hose, let it bleed out some hydraulic fluid to relieve the pressure, and then tighten it back up. And last time I did not have any Teflon tape handy, and she seemed to be fine, but I guess yesterday with the hydrostatic transmission getting lax, and then getting a lot of pressure from pulling up the slack, the blue line was pushing out fluid. So I got some wrenches and adjustable wrench. Took it off, tightened it down, tried to put it back on, but it had pressure again, and I was able to but didn't have a lot of pressure, so I was able to push enough to force the ball valve in on the hose going to the bucket. She spit out a little bit more hydraulic fluid as she went on, and that was before I pressure washed it. I pressure washed it, and it doesn't, after putting it back in the barn, it doesn't appear to be leaking, but I'll know later when I get it to the barn to see whether there's drippings or a puddle on the floor. Well, yesterday we had French toast for breakfast. And our bottle of Aunt Jemima syrup was gone. So Rita had picked up Pearl Milling, which is the same company, Quaker Oats. So I decided to take a look at the ingredients, and it's just corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, water, cellulose, nothing syrupy. So I don't know how they can call it syrup, and I'm going to tell Rita to not buy that anymore and just buy real maple syrup. Sure is more expensive, but don't want to give any money to a wool company. NASCAR yesterday was out in California, Northern California, wine country, Sonoma. It's a road course, and New Jersey boy won. Can't pull up his name for some reason. He led a great deal of laps. That's the fourth time he won. So I was happy to see him win it. Oh, I can't remember who was the pole sitter, but he led the first 50 or 60 laps. And unfortunately, there was a caution, and everybody came in, and I think he didn't get out of the pits fast enough, so he fell behind. I don't think he ever got back to the lead after that. Denny Hamlin, number 11. coming. Anyway, Kyle Busch came in second. He was given the winner, again I can't remember his name, a good run at the end, but eventually fell back. I think it was 3 seconds behind at the end. And one of my lesser favorite, or least favorite, I can't remember his name, Joe Logano. He came in third. Denny Hamlin actually hit the inside wall on one turn, threw him against the outside wall, and he broke the rear control arm or something. So you have NASCAR now has a 5-minute rule. If you can't get the car fixed in 5 minutes, you're out. So he couldn't get the car fixed, so he was out at that point. It was a good race, very few cautions. I think there are 3 cautions. One was for the one that put Hamlin in bad position was a tire got away from the pit crew on pit road. So they threw a caution for that. And then there was a couple of other incidents, just 2 others. Wasn't bad. I don't know if I've seen any hair this morning. I think I might have seen one. Can't remember. As Warner Wolf would say, let's go to the videotape. But it's not videotape anymore, it's just digital. I had moved several pieces of firewood to get the tractor through. You can see the tracks going through because I didn't want to rinse all the dirt off over here and have more mud. So 20 feet that way is where I pressure washed it. Alright, bud, that's it for today. Go get some coffee, maybe a blueberry muffin. Thanks for watching.